All right, I am so thrilled to welcome you to the first class of the year 2024. This is Chair Yoga for the care of Waldenstroms, and we're here live with 20 people from all over the world. I can say that and I can mean that, and it's so cool to be a part of this international community of support. So I thought we could literally ring in the new year today. I brought my bowls. But I want to get moving and breathing right away because some of us have been already sitting here for a little while. So we'll save that for the end, a little treat, a little sound therapy. Today's class is going to be gentle. We'll start in our seated postures, move and breathe in our seated postures, and then you'll be given the option to stand up, and we'll do some standing poses. Some balance work, and we'll wind down with some gentle stretching, and then, as I said, the sound therapy, and that might help us sort of ring in the new year together. That was my goal. So let's get started right away. I'm going to bring my feet so that they're firmly planted on the earth. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair, right? If you have back issues, if you're feeling really tired today, you might stay with the support of your chair. But I'm at the edge of my chair and I'm sitting up tall. And I'm just going to take a breath in and a breath out. I might breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I might even feel comfortable closing my eyes. And just taking 3 breaths in a row. Very good. And we'll take one more breath. And welcoming you to 2024. Blinking the eyes open. Let's go ahead and warm up the body head to toe. So I'm going to start with my head and neck. And I'm just going to tilt my right ear to my right shoulder. As I come to center, I'm going to inhale. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Breathing into center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. You can move at your own pace. You can just listen and determine how far you want to go. Breathing in and breathing out. And maybe we can do one more on each side. All right, and then I'm coming back to center, and I'm going to move my head and my neck in all the directions that I can today. So I'm going to spin my chin to the right and come back to center and spin my chin to the left. So I'm just moving my head from side to side, and my goal is to lubricate the joints. My goal is to observe how this feels to be in my body today. And then I'm coming back to center, and I'm going to lift my chin up, maybe just a little bit, and then tuck my chin down. I could breathe in, lifting my chin up. I could breathe out, tucking my chin down. Easy breaths in and out. Warming up with a little movement in the neck. That's good. And then I'm coming back to center, and I might make some small circles with my head. Maybe there's some crackling sounds or popping and cracking, and that's totally normal. might move in the other direction. Bringing in the new year with awareness, just awareness of how it feels to be in my body. All right. And then I'll come back to neutral. I'm going to rub my hands together. If I'm wearing glasses, you got it, Jane, you're on the ball today. I might take my glasses off, and I'm just going to loosely cup my palms over my eyes. Some of us were diagnosed with Waldenstrom's through eye issues. So we like to spend a little time taking care of our eyes. So I could roll my eyes around within the eye sockets. Some of us care for dry eye, whether that's related or not, I don't know. But don't want to leave any part untouched, unconsidered. And then I might go ahead and just massage my face for a moment. Yes, you got it, Doug. You're already there. Just smoothing out the brow or down the jawline, wherever would feel good. And we've kind of gotten into this wonderful habit of releasing tension in the face and the neck. And it's so surprising how helpful this can be. And even help move our lymph fluid, which is an important piece of our immune system function. So you might go down along the neck, right? Considering there are lymph nodes here in the neck, moving back in the direction of the heart. Stick around, we are going to have a massage therapist who's an expert in cancer care come and teach us more about the lymph system and how we can keep ours healthy. And that's going to be, I think, in March. All right. So maybe putting your glasses back on and stretching the right arm out to the right. Lots and lots of space between the fingers, and my whole hand is tilting back towards my face. Right? So here we are. And then I'm going to curl my fist around my thumb and drop my knuckles down. Big wrist stretch. So we're going to inhale and lift. And if you can't see here, my arm is out to the side. And that starts with that palm like pressing on an imaginary wall to my right side. And then the knuckles drop down. And we could do one more like that. I hope that you can hear me okay, Jacques. Good. All right, and then we're going to keep this right arm lifting out to the side. I'm going to tilt my left ear to the left, and I'll just begin to circle the palms. You've got it. And if shoulder height feels uncomfortable to me, I don't have to start there. I could start lower. But I am going to start to lower my arm down little by little. Lowering my arm down little by little, still circling. You've got it, Joanne and Kim. And we're tucking our arm behind our back. And I'm just going to spin my chin down, take an easy breath in. Maybe sigh it out the mouth. Beautiful. And then let's do all that on the other side. And I'm just noticing that my right side already sort of feels a little more present, a little more alive. So I'm going to stretch my left arm to the left, if that would feel okay to you. I've got my palm facing up, like I'm pressing on an imaginary wall to my left. And those fingertips could tilt back towards my face a little bit, big stretch. And then making a fist around the thumb, knuckles dropping down. That's right. Breathing in, spreading the fingers wide, and breathing out, fist dropping down. And one more, inhale, and exhale. And then we can keep the palm lifted. That right ear is tilting towards the right shoulder, and we're just going to make some easy circles here. You've got it, Dave. I just love the background in your space. It's so beautiful. And that palm moving down, down, down. Lots of house plants. I'm imagining a very good level of oxygen in your house. And then we'll take the arm behind the back And I'm just going to spin my chin down, take an easy breath in, sigh it out the mouth. All right, and then I'm coming back up, and I want to bring my arms down to the sides. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release down. Breathing in, arms rise. Maybe a little higher. Breathing out, arms descend. You've got it. Inhaling, you could do this at whatever pace feels right to you. You don't have to push through discomfort or pain to be doing what I'm doing. Maybe a little higher. So we're just observing, are there any restrictions? Does it feel smooth and fluid? Do I still have my feet on the earth? Am I still breathing? Beautiful. And then this last one, we're going to inhale the arms all the way up, or as far as feels safe, and we can bring the hands through heart center. Bringing the hands through heart center and just taking a moment. You could close the eyes, feeling the press of your palms, and just widening out your awareness to the entire Waldenstrom's community, practicing where you're practicing. And we're inhaling support from each other. And we're exhaling, we're sending support to each other. So breathing in that community, breathing out that community. For one more breath, you are not alone. Beautiful, my friends. I'm going to interlace my fingers. Really give my hands a good squeeze. And then I'll press my palms away and juice up my fingers. Some of us caring for osteoarthritis or peripheral neuropathy in the hands. So I like to give the hands a little love. And then from here, I might make a fist and make some infinity symbols with my wrists. Gonna get the wrists juiced up. And then I'm just gonna shake it out. All right, and then I'll go ahead and just lean forward a little bit. My hands are on my knees. We did this last week. I'd like to share the lion's breath with you. So lion's breath is a great way to release tension in the neck and the jaw. It's also a little silly and fun. So what I do is I open my mouth as wide as I comfortably can. I'm going to stick my tongue out, and I'm going to make a little soft roar sound. So we're going to take 3 lion's breaths. All right, really good, my friends. And then go ahead and take that sip of water if you've got something nearby to drink. And if you need to go grab something, go ahead. I'm going to move to my chair that's a little farther away. And you can stay right where you are. Okay, so I'm taking a wider stance. Marnie, you're already there. That looks great. And I'm going to circle my torso. So I'm warming up my spine, my hips. And I can think of this as sort of like stirring the pot of my energy, stirring things up. A lot of us caring for that very debilitating symptom of fatigue. Coming back the other direction. And the fatigue is so challenging because it could be coming from any number of places, and we really like to know why. As human beings, we like to know why. Why am I having this? It could be from aging, it could be from Waldenstrom's. It could be from being postmenopausal or menopausal, right? Coming back to center. And then let's go ahead and stretch the side body. I'm going to start just by sliding my right hand up my right rib cage and leaning over to the left a little bit. Both sit bones and feet are anchoring down, And I'm going to breathe in and see if I could lift my rib cage with my breath. Breathing in, breathing out. You could take one more breath like that. Good. Awareness of the side body. And then we're switching sides. That left hand sliding up the left rib cage, leaning over to the right side. Seeing if I could lift my rib cage with my breath. And if it's too much to force it, you don't have to force it. Good. Come on back to center. And we'll try that with the arm stretching up and over, that right arm. And I'm still trying to lift my rib cage with my breath. Maybe a couple breaths. That looks good. And coming back at your own pace, moving to the other side. Good. And then I'm coming back and I'm going to bring both arms out to the sides like a cactus in the desert. Maybe you're feeling a little prickly today. And then I'll take this motion that's going to wake up my hands, like I'm flicking water off the ends of my fingertips. Yeah, so imagine you're flicking water off the ends of your fingertips and you're going to go as fast as you possibly can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the arms out to the sides. Give yourself a hug. Take a breath in, side out. Beautiful. And then we're coming back to that upright posture with the arms out to the sides. And this time we're going to swish the wrists. And then getting a little faster. And then I'm going as fast as I possibly can go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening my arms out to the sides and giving myself another hug with the opposite arm on top, if I can remember. Taking a breath in and sighing it out the mouth. All right, and then we're opening the arms wide. And I'm going to see if I could bring my arms back a little farther. I'm going to lift my heart, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then I'm going in for one more hug. And this is the best one yet, and I'm going to take really good care of myself this year. That's one intention that I have for the new year. And releasing out of this, I'll grab onto my chair, and I'm just going to walk my feet back in and walk my feet out. So I'm warming up my hips a little bit. Walking my feet out and in at whatever pace feels right. And we call it a yoga practice because there is no perfect. It's just practice. You got it, Judith. Beautiful. Stepping in and stepping out. All right, and the next time you step in, you can stay there. And we're going to stretch the right leg out with the heel on the earth. The heel is on the earth. I'll slide to the side so you can see my full body. The heel is on the earth, and I'm just going to pump the foot down and peel the toes up and back. So I'm pumping my foot as if I'm stepping on the gas pedal. Breathing in and out. Warming up my ankles. Maybe addressing peripheral neuropathy in the feet or lower limbs. This is like an everyday thing we might want to do. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch it up with the left leg out to the left, or out straight in front, excuse me, and the heel on the earth. And I'm just pointing and flexing. Stay tuned for our peripheral neuropathy webinar coming at the end of this month, January 25th. Nancy Campbell, who is an exercise physiologist, is going to join us from the Zachem Center and share exercises we can use to manage the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy. All right, coming back, and then I'll go ahead and just alternate lifting my leg out in front. So I'm lifting my right leg, lifting my left leg, getting my knees warmed up. do a little core strengthening exercise. So I'm sliding to the very back of my chair to start, so I have some support for this. And I'm grabbing onto my chair and I'm lifting both legs, and I'm going to squeeze my feet and my knees together, right? And your legs might not lift up as far as mine, and that's fine. But I want a nice tall spine, and then I'm going to lift my arms straight out in front. I'm taking a big breath in, and then I'm releasing and massaging the tops of my legs here. So you could stay right where you are with the support of the chair, or you could slide forward a little bit. I'm lifting both feet, squeezing them together, sitting up tall. I could keep my hands on my chair if I need the support, or I could lift the arms straight out in front. Big breath in, and exhale, release, massage the tops of the legs. You could stay there, you could slide forward even more. This might be the most challenging one, and I want to make sure I feel safe before I let go, right? And lifting both legs, zipping them up like a mermaid's tail, and bringing the arms out in front, palms facing each other. You got it. Big breath in. And sigh it out. Release. Okay. And then I'll go ahead and I'll just lean forward a little bit. And I'll bring my forearms onto my knees. If you are somebody caring for glaucoma or vertigo or osteoporosis or any issues in the back, this might be where you stay for what we could call our forward fold. If you feel clear to do so, you might come down a little farther, right? And that's totally up to you. And if you have questions about what you can or cannot do, that's something you would talk to your doctor about. So I'm just coming into a forward fold, taking a breath in, and I might sigh it out audibly. I'm letting go of 2023. Letting go of the year that I just had, making room for this year. I'm sure we all had plenty of challenges and plenty of triumphs. So we're letting go of all of that. And then when I'm ready, I'll walk myself back up. And we'll move through some chair sun salutations, one of my favorite things to get the blood and the lymph fluid moving. So if you think about it, I keep talking about lymph today, lymph fluid. So the lymph system has no pump of its own, like the heart, to get the blood around. We have to do the work of pumping the lymph fluid by moving our bodies, or massage, or compression stockings, or there are a number of ways that it happens. Movement is great, and if you think about it, the lymph nodes are at these creased parts of our bodies, like the backs of the knees, and the right in the groin area, and the armpits, and the neck. So this chair sun salutation, one of its goals is to move some of these parts of the body, so we can kind of squeeze the lymph fluid and move it around. So we're going to start with the arms at the sides. I'm in my seated mountain pose. I've got my feet on the earth. We'll take this first one really slowly, really gently. I'm going to inhale my arms out and up. And as I exhale, I'm going to fold forward, right, to whatever degree felt safe to me. I'm going to come up a little bit higher and then reach my arms forward. So I'm really strong through my core. Inhale, sit up tall, arms rise. Exhale, see how it would feel to bring your arms behind you and grab onto your chair. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You've got it. I'm going to lean forward again and swing the arms in front, strong core. Inhale my arms up and exhale my hands to heart center. So that's one chair sun salutation. Let's do two more, and you can option just to sit and breathe if that feels better. So we're breathing in, arms rise, out and up. We're breathing out, we're folding forward. Inhale, come up a little bit higher. Exhale, reach the arms out, strong core. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swing the arms behind you, grab onto your chair. Inhale, arching the back a little bit. Exhale, leaning forward, reaching forward, so strong. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, and that's the second one, last one, best one yet. Breathing in, arms rising, out and up. Breathing out, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, reach, nice and strong. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, swing them behind you. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, reach forward, so strong. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands to heart center in our Anjali Mudra, this gesture that we see a lot of in yoga. And a mudra is meant to be an energy seal. And we want to spend our energy wisely, especially when we have symptoms like fatigue. So this particular mudra it's helpful for uniting the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Balance. I really love this mudra. And it can also be a gesture of hello or goodbye. It can also be a gesture of the divine in me honors the divine in you. So that's a little bit about the Anjali Mudra. I'm going to rub my hands together and I'm going to make a decision about whether standing is right for me today. And if it's right for me, I might make a little exercise out of it and lean forward and maybe come up a little bit and come right back down. If it's not right for me, I'm going to modify all of the practices for you. I'm going to come to stand if that's in my practice today. And if I'm seated, I'm going to stay seated and just honor my body. It's beautiful. So we're going to work with the feet. You can see I have no shoes on, I have no socks on. That's my choice. A lot of you prefer to have shoes and socks on for many reasons. That could be peripheral neuropathy. You just lost some of the fat padding on the bottom of your feet. It's painful. Or you feel more supported, more balanced with your shoes on, or diabetes. There are a lot of reasons. Option to take your shoes off always. So what I'll do is whether I'm wearing shoes or not, whether I'm seated or standing, I'm going to move my mind down to my feet. I'm going to see if I could lift all 10 toes, spread them really wide, and dig them back down. So I'm looking to kind of turn on some awareness in my toes, lifting them, even within the shoebox, spreading them and digging them back down. And we can take one more like that. You got it, Deborah, beautiful. Digging those toes down. All right, and maybe your toes listened to you, maybe they didn't. And it's okay if they didn't. So now I'm going to come up onto my tiptoes and then come back down. I'm holding onto my chair for support. I'm inhaling and lifting up, exhaling and coming down, making sure I have the support I need. If I felt safe doing so, maybe I could lift one or both arms. I'm inhaling, floating up, exhaling, floating down. And one of our friends was mentioning she started her day with an Audubon bird walk. And her first bird of the day was a mallard. And imagining the flight of the mallard, breathing in, breathing out. You could take 3 more at your own pace. You could stop if you feel tired. Right? You could alternate arms that are holding onto the chair. You got it. It's beautiful, Jane. I think there's one more. And then we'll float our way down, and I'm just going to take a little walk in place here. I'm walking in place, opposite arm, opposite leg. And we do a little bit more movement like this in our cardio flow class, but this is something you'll find across all of the classes, is kind of just generally getting things moving. Walking in place, opposite arm, opposite leg. And then I'm going to add the yoga part, which is my awareness. And I'm going to start to slow it down. And as I slow it down, I'm standing on one leg a little longer. So I tricked you into balance, tricked you into doing some balance. If I feel safe doing so, I could hold that leg up. So I'm standing on one leg. One more on each side. You got it. And then I'll go ahead and take my hands onto any surface nearby. It could be a wall, countertop, or the back of my chair. And I'm going to take some steps back, keeping my head lifted if I have glaucoma or vertigo, or I just feel better doing so. And I'm folding forward to whatever degree feels safe to me. I could have a slight bend to my knees if my hamstrings feel really tight. Taking a couple breaths here, I'd like to feel a stretch in the back of my legs, and I might even feel some space in my back opening up. Finding my breath. And slowly walking my way up, I'm going to step my right foot forward, bring my left foot back at an angle, and bend into my right knee for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. So my torso comes from leaning forward to upright. Right? My torso is upright. My right knee is bent. And that looks good, Catherine. I love that. We're going to lift the left arm up and over. So we're going to make some arm circles with this left arm. See if you can root down through both feet and reach as high as feels safe with that left arm up and over. One more time. Really nice. And then we'll go ahead and shorten our stance. So we still have the right foot forward, left foot back, both legs are straight, and I'm taking a bow. Maybe my forearms come to rest on my chair. Right? If this feels like too much, come up a little higher. If you want more, go down a little lower. So I'm just finding my breath here, tucking my chin. Yep, that's me. I'm a chin judder forwarder, if you know what I mean. So I've got to pay attention to my chin because it really exacerbates neck issues if I don't. Come on back up and we'll switch sides. So I'm going to bring my left foot forward and my right foot back at an angle. Got lots of space between my feet here, and I'm going to sink into my left knee. So bending my left knee, and my torso is upright as feels good to me. Good, and then we're going to lift this right arm up and over. Breathing, right, winding up for a new year. Maybe I can let go of expectations for things to go a certain way this year and just kind of be open to seeing what happens. One more. Easier said than done though, am I right? Let's go ahead and shorten our stances with the left foot still forward and take a bow. Finding my breath here. Tucking my chin. It's beautiful, Marnie. Tucking that chin. Strong through both legs, both feet. Pulling my belly towards my spine. One more breath. And slowly making my way up. Walking it out. Taking a sip of water if I need a sip of water. All right, and then let's go ahead and take the feet together. So my feet are together and I'm going to sink down into my knees, bending both knees and bringing my hips back. So today we're doing a chair pose with the legs zipped up. So I'm sinking down into my knees. I got my hips back and I'm pulling my belly towards my spine. My legs are really energized, and I've done that by trying to push my feet apart isometrically. So I'm not actually moving my feet. And I'm just going to bring my hands or hand to heart center. Sitting down a little deeper. I can really feel the work in my glute muscles. Big breath in. And then come on out of it. We'll take one more down dog, and then we'll wind down in some seated postures. So you've done a great job today, taking good care of yourself. You got it, Sarah. Finding what feels good to you. And when I'm ready, I'll make my way up and return to my original position in my chair. Right? I'm taking my time. I'm not in a hurry. I don't want to trip over anything. And then I'll come to sit. Great job in those standing postures, friends. I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left knee. Maybe, right? This might happen. This might not happen. I'm going to give it a try, and if it feels uncomfortable, I'll make any changes I need to. And while I'm here, if it's within reach, I might massage the bottom of my right foot or my right ankle or my right calf. So just bringing a little bit of awareness into the lower limbs. Massage is an integrative, complementary therapy that can be useful for so many things. And one of them is for peripheral neuropathy, cancer care in general. All right. And then I'll just bring my hands onto my shin or wherever they feel best resting. And I'm going to reach my heart forward and lean forward a little bit. So I'm trusting in you to listen to your body and not move through any pain or discomfort here. I'm going to soften my shoulders. Oh yeah, I forgot to breathe. Finding a couple more breaths here and feeling the sensation in my right hip, perhaps. Really nice. Sitting up, and we can cross that right knee all the way over so it just nestles on top. Maybe, if this feels okay for you. If not, don't do it. I'm taking a little twist to the right with my torso. Twisting to the right. Don't force it. Take a breath in, sigh it out the mouth, and come on back to center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So I've got my left ankle over my right knee, maybe. I'm massaging any part of that left leg that's available to me. Giving my lower limbs a little attention. And a little gratitude for all that they do for me, day in, day out. And then if you like, you can sit up tall, grab onto what's available, lean forward. Maybe you're already feeling sensation that's enough. You don't have to move forward. Softening where I can soften. You got it, Dave. Beautiful. And when I'm ready, I'll come up and cross that knee over, guiding my torso, twisting to the left. Twisting to the left. And noticing, where can I breathe comfortably? Is it my back? Is it my side ribs? Sometimes when we're in a twist, we can feel kind of compressed in the front of the body. So finding the breath elsewhere. And slowly, when you're ready, coming back to center and taking one last big stretch. Making any other movements your body is asking for. Maybe it's one more big juicy hug. Thanking yourself for just making it through 2023. right? Maybe that's what we did. We survived, and that's good. That's a good thing. So we'll close out our session today with a little bit of the singing bowls. What I would invite you to do is get super comfortable. So come to a comfortable posture, either seated, or maybe you have a couch or a bed nearby. You'd like to actually just lay down. You'd be welcome to do any of that. And wherever you are, just noticing the support underneath you. Maybe you would like to close the eyes. And we're taking some breaths together in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. Just feeling with your mind the whole entire body, from head to fingertip to toe, filling up the whole body with your awareness. I am whole. Maybe you'd like to repeat that internally. I am whole. If you're in a resting posture and you feel good staying there, this was a very short little ringing in of the new year. You can stay there longer. If you'd like to come out of it, if you've been looking at the monitor a lot, you might revisit the eye care. You might take your glasses off, cup the palms over the eyes, and maybe that intention, I am whole, can be something you take with you into this week, this month, this year. When you're ready, you can come out of it. Make any other movements the body's asking for, including staying where you are. And maybe bringing your hands to heart center or envisioning your heart center. So filling up your heart center with the breath. Sending support with your exhalations. Receiving support with your inhalations. Thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. It's such an honor to be in the new year with you. Namaste. I hope that you can stick around if you're here live. We're going to chat a little bit. If you're watching the recording, you're always welcome to reach out to me with any feedback or any questions. My email is anngrace@iwmf.com. Next up this week, we have a strength training session on Friday, and that's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. and that's with Sharon. It's a pre-recorded video we're going to be watching together, and it does not require hand weights, but it's fun if you have them. So either way, and then we'll have our chair yoga practice next week. It's going to be on Tuesday, the 9th, instead of Monday, because I'll be traveling and joining you from Florida. So happy New Year, my friends. I hope that you can continue to take really good care of yourselves and know, or exquisite care of yourselves, as I like to say, and know that you are whole and you are perfect just the way you are.